So today I'm going to be comparing the accuracy of this Scosche Rhythm Plus 2.0 armband monitor to a typical Garmin heart rate strap monitor. I will be comparing the accuracy of the heart rate across two different exercises, a running and a biking exercise. I'll also do it through various levels of intensity. Firstly, I'll start off at rest, and then I will go to an easy pace, and then I'll go to a harder pace. And we can see the differences both over the exercises as well as the intensity. The way that I have this set up, I do have a Garmin heart rate strap monitor connected to my Garmin bike computer, so it has a large readout. You'll be able to read it. And for the Scosche Rhythm Plus 2.0, I'm going to connect it directly to my Apple Watch, and I'm going to get a reading on here. Okay, so let's get started. And here's my first set of readings. So I am sitting on a couch, so it will be my resting rate. And you kind of see how they both track pretty evenly. You can see that the Scosche is moving around quite a bit more. That may be due to more frequent readings that aren't averaged over time, but the Garmin looks to be more stable. So I'm kind of wondering if the way that it's set up is Garmin's taking several readings over several beats and averaging it just to make it more consistent. Here's a reading after my warm-up. So I did about a 10-minute warm-up, and they both look like they're hovering around 141, 142. So it looks like at this point it's still pretty accurate. I'm gonna go for another 10 minutes on an easy run, and then I'll start some harder paces. And here's my reading after about 25 minutes of running at an easy pace. Kind of see the heart rates are still tracking. I'm gonna go for a harder pace run right now. One of the things I do want to check right now is, as I'm in rest, if they still come down equally. It looks like they're tracking so far, but I'll try this again after I get to a higher heart rate. Now I am in a hillier area, so I'm going to go ahead and attack these hills several laps. Here's a reading after about 3 laps of those hills. And you kind of see they are tracking. So they're both trending down the same. So at its peak, it was pretty stable. And as we're coming down, it looks to be fairly tracking closely. I want to say the Scosche is coming down a little bit more quicker. Before I continue with the bike ride, can I ask you a favor and please smash that subscribe button? I really appreciate it, and I can continue to create more content. Okay, here's my heart rate after a 10-minute bike ride. It is somewhat of an easier pace. And you kind of see that they are trending downwards, and they did kind of peak at the same place. One thing I'll notice again is as I'm biking and I attack hills, they are a little bit off in terms of having the same measurements. And so we'll see how it is on this last hard ride up some hills. And here's my heart rate after going up some hills. What I've found is throughout these exercises, the Scosche follows the Garmin heart rate for the most part, with the exception of when my heart rate is increasing rapidly or when it's decreasing rapidly. But for the most part, if you're just doing regular exercises, long runs, easy runs, where you're keeping consistent pace, I think this Scosche heart rate may be a suitable competitor to the Garmin heart rate. Okay, stay tuned for my next video.